but that's what tell about the Spirit. But let me ask you again. How do you relate to other, I'm trying to get the political correct language, Caucasians and other, should I say nations? Races? What should I say? Okay, right. How do you relate to all those persons in terms of interactions? How should you relate as your 12 tribes, right? How should you relate to other nations, other races? How should you?
What do you mean?
Given that they are basically condemned to not inherit.
The mentality is to put them in a slave.
That's right. Exactly.
That is the mentality.
To
Put them in a slavery. Thus said the Lord.
That's all I got.
to put them in slavery.
Yes.
What does slavery mean? Just like understanding what races mean. What races
mean. Which cross back and beat.
Yeah, you remember the Negroes got you? I get double that. According to the scriptures.
How can prove it to Salah?
Amos?
Yeah, you know, I respect your view, but the scripture.
Our view, the scripture says the Bible.
Our view too.
Is your interpretation of the Bible.
Read Isaiah 14.
So is it your view?
Give me Isaiah 14. I want
But that
you.
is from the Bible. It's your view,
I
right?
want you. No. I want you to
It's not your
explain
view.
to me.
Our view, of course, but at the back, we believe in it. So our view too.
Yeah, that's
We must have the one view.
That means that your view different from the Bible then. That's exactly what you're saying.
I'm not responding. I'm not listening to you.
Because you're a hypocrite. That's the problem. Isaiah 14.
Isaiah 14 verse 1. For thus saith the Lord. For the Lord will have mercy upon Jacob,
Right.
and will yet choose Israel,
No matter what, you're going to choose Israel. One.
and set them in their own land,
Right.
and the strangers shall be joined with them,
Right.
and they
Now what
shall
is changing it? Same Gentile and we are going to Israelite foreigner. You're going to take them back and put them in the fold. That's what the reconciliation is about.
and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob,
Right.
and the people shall take them and bring them to their place,
Right.
and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Simple question. Has this prophecy been fulfilled yet? Has the nation of Israel been back in the land yet? And put the other nation in slavery? No. Simple point. Right now, we are waiting for that prophecy to come to pass.
January 24th, today at the National Arena, there's a religious liberty conference. And religious liberty.
I will pray the Lord
Yeah,
to
man.
everybody we are there.
And religious liberty dictates that persons must have a right to their religious position. Yeah, man. So religious liberty. So which is saying that whilst I believe your position is hate, is spewing hate, it is similar to the intolerance which Islam and Muslims have.
The Lord is intolerant.
Yeah, man. So I'm saying
The Lord said
it's
stupid people.
I, as someone who embrace religious liberty, embrace you having this position. Embrace
So
you
you
having
embrace
this.
faggot.
What is faggot?
I'm on a
Homosexual. That is religious liberty. That is doing what the fuck you want.
No,
No, you're talking crap now. Because if you embrace religious liberty, right?
How does homosexuality-
that means that the ISIS people,
does
them,
God say
hold on, that means that the ISIS people them walk on and kill people. You embrace that too. That's a freedom religion. See? That's a freedom religion too. See? What was Satanism?
Yeah, man,
People
that's-
worship Lucifer. That's a freedom religion. So you
That's
support
your
that.
right to believe that.
No,
They
there's
embrace
no
that.
right. There's no right.
So Islam, the ISIS are a part of the Islamic.
No, but that's to be against God, you know.
There's no such thing as
Yeah,
free
that's to
will.
be against God.
There's no such thing as free
There's
will.
nothing as free will.
No.
There's no such thing.
No, there's
Let me
no,
show you
no.
something simple.
No, man,
There's
created
nothing
that.
Let me show you something simple. See? Who is the creator?
You tell me.
The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the
Yeah.
creator. The most high power.
The God of creation.
Meaning he moves all things that exist. So if you have free will, it means that every single second that exists, you are creating something. Because if your will,
You don't have a choice to do what you do.
No.
Can you choose not to
Because
die?
if you didn't have a choice, it means that you are equal with God.
Can you choose not
Did
to
you
die?
choose the barn?
I have a choice.
You don't
in
have
what
any
I
choice.
do.
Can you choose to be
The
born?
fear of our choice.
No, fear
You
about that.
always had a choice.
No.
No,
The scripture
no.
said the Lord hard
Because-
hard.
yeah,
You're
but
being a
listen,
hypocrite.
let-
And you don't know the Bible.
No.
No, let me say to you.
Boss man,
Fear
may I
about
tell you
choice.
something?
Let me ask
May I
you
tell
now.
you something simple?
No,
you
no,
need
no,
to
no.
come out of that brainwash
No,
mindset there.
no,
The
you're
Lord
right.
going to destroy you.
No, you realize, you know what I
Lord
realize?
Jehovah Hashem Yahushua going to
What I
destroy
realize
you.
is
If you
that
stay in your hypocrisy, and you stay in
Islam-
your wickedness, because you know where you are right now, you resist the
and
Holy
you-
Spirit.
Come on, you can say this.
That's all, man.
Hold on, you can say this here, brother. Right now, we're going to share your sentiment. Well, I know
The Lord have that position.
Hold on, let us find
well, I know.
Persons with your particular position, I believe that the Constitution can muzzle you because you are preaching something which is against, which is disturbing.
They're going to try it. Hold on. They are going to try.
Why is embrace
They
religion?
are going, hold on. Let me just tell you.
This is a very dangerous
What did they
position.
do to Paul?
You are similar to Al Faisal with that dangerous position.
What did they do to Paul?
Granted, I
What did they
embrace
do to-
religious liberty,
What did they do to Paul?
but I think it's a
What did they
dangerous
do to
position.
Paul? What did they do to Peter?
Yeah, the Muslim.
What did they kill him? So what did they do?
And when him say Paul was a mover of sedition.
You don't realize
But the problem is-
because I'm citing just similar to Islam, the position, the hardline position that you guys use the Bible.
Lord have a hard line
Yeah, man,
position.
you use the Bible and then, okay, the white man come with the Bible and says, all right, let us bring back the opposite of what was done to us.
More tell me if you agree with that scripture yes or no. Because I read from the Bible. Because all this time all you do is reject the Bible. Go on.
Luke 19:27.
This is the words of the Lord. Not who you call Jesus. The words of the Lord. Go on.
But those mine enemies
Right?
all were against him,
Right.
which would not that I should reign over them,
You don't want him bringing over you. Go on.
bring either and slay them before me.
You hear that? That is extremism.
Now read Isaiah 60:15.
That is extremism. He said, look here. He said, whosoever don't want me be them king, bring them before me and slay them.
That's what
right?
it is. That's your interpretation.
No. Interpret it. You interpret it.
Because
Interpret it.
my Bible
Look here, he's a
tells me,
wicked
love
hypocrite.
my neighbor
He's a wicked
as
hypocrite
myself.
and the Lord gonna kill you.
And the whole thing about that is that I believe in a God of love. I don't believe in that God that you
So you
are
don't believe the Bible.
postulating.
So you don't believe the Bible.
I don't have that
Isaiah
interpretation of the Bible.
66 verse 15.
What?
For beyond, the Lord will come with fire,
Right.
out his chariots like a whirlwind,
Right.
to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Right.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh,
And
the slain of the Lord shall be many. Right?
the Lord will come to slay people.
Are you a mixed race?
The Lord will
No,
come to
it
slay
can't be a mixed race.
people. I am from one seed.
Hold on now. You agree that God created good and evil, right?
I think you agree with that.
I don't know about God created.
God created good and
Find it again. Isaiah 45.
You don't believe the Bible?
Evil existed.
evil. No. God
What's the
created
Bible?
good and evil.
What is your business of that? Because
What is my business? Alright, go in Genesis. Hold on now. Go in Genesis.
evil was
Go in
here
Genesis. God created good. God created
Yes,
good.
God created
I'm
good.
I give a better one, brother. Don't worry about it.
You pull everything. You can talk without touch. We are talking
Yeah, good.
That's what the scripture says.
with the same.
Read a precept. Isaiah 45 and verse 5. I am the Lord and there is none else. There is no God besides.
Lucifer.
No, hold on now.
The
God
precept
created
answer.
good and evil. I've got created good and evil.
That answer, brother. Right? I am the Lord. Isaiah 45 verse 5. I am the Lord and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I created thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
God do it.
That is peculiar to a particular position.
Hold on.
You are
In Genesis. Hold on.
No. I am not finished. Because the fools laugh at times we don't understand.
You are a hypocrite, sir.
Because remember, you know, everything is circumstantial. If the Bible is speaking about a particular thing, there are certain things which surround.
Genesis 1.
One Bible.
Never
Yeah, man, Genesis, man. I show him that
I
God
just study my
created.
Bible.
No, you don't study the Bible.
Genesis.
My Bible.
What you want to do?
And for
Genesis, where him shows that
But you
God
don't
created the
choose
beauty of
I-
wood.
But you see, I also reason I try to, yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah. And I try
You know
to
the scripture
analyze.
say about the heart
I'm
of man?
saying, no, in a real
You know the scripture say about the heart of
This
man?
is because I look at sociological.
Exactly.
So I'm saying, desperately wicked. So you don't consider yourself being wicked when you're not relating in a positive way with papers of other race.
No, the
You
Lord
are
says
using the faculty of religion to
The Lord
purchase
says
your
about
position
Israel
and
alone.
Just before I run about
This is
God,
wicked.
now
This is
you
wicked. When the Lord bring the children of Israel out of Egypt, and I'm tell them to go in the land of Canaan, what was the directive when he did to them? He said, kill everything of breed.
You said, don't eat after that.
Why tell them that?
That's more.
Because they were
That's easy.
And you know that they are
If that, then,
Baba, I'm pretty sure.
why didn't he let them exercise them?
buried in the
What did the Lord say? And the Lord give it the order. See? And you know what was the song of the Lord when Moses sing? See? The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
Yeah, man.
David and everybody know that by heart.
Yes. And him don't change.
Yeah, man.
So in the New Testament when his son come, then he not change
Yeah, so
none
I'm
at all.
jumping forward now to say, how would you relate? Because you see, I like look at things.
They're going into
Perfect
slavery.
hatred.
Yeah, so I'm saying, a white man would do
We
it,
hate
would
him
don't
with
do
a-
anything.
What do you mean?
Let me don't do anything.
You know what the scripture said?
David, Isaiah 40 and 79.
And you don't think.
Yeah, 21. So like that.
I don't think I read from the
dangerous
scripture.
position still, you know
Oh,
that.
this is dangerous. I will prepare for die for
Are you
you.
comfortable with
I
that?
will prepare for die for you.
That's right.
You know what you is? You know what you is? It's a part of the world. Right? Because you fear man instead of fear the Lord.
You know what I mean?
You fear man. You have them. You have a dangerous position. You shouldn't have said yes. See? Of course your position must be dangerous.
You don't know my
Because
position,
the scripture says you're friends of the world, you're enemies of God. You know that?
Hey,
You know that,
hey,
don't
you are in a dangerous position. You are in a dangerous
you? Because
position.
you're against the Creator.
That's right.
One.
Isaiah 14 verse 21.
Right.
Declare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers,
Hear that?
that they do not rise nor possess the land.
Slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So you see all what the so-called white man do back in the 40s, back from the 1300s,
Return the same.
come right back up. Himself prepare slaughter for their children for the iniquity of their fathers. So all the crack that they walk on them now and live the wealth where them fathers build for our blood, they are going to recompense it double.
How long
we don't
were you,
care.
how long
Them do it.
you became a part of this movement?
Became a part of this?
No, as in,
Who is that? What?
no, yeah, man.
5 years.
5 years. Were you in a different
I was a Christian.
geographical
I was
environment in terms of,
baptized in church.
you were in a different geographical
No,
environment?
I was
Jamaica.
born and bred in Portland.
Okay, so you have never ventured to another geographical location in terms of living for a little period or so?
Yeah. Why?
You experience racism in terms of,
Yes.
okay, like people were evil against a white man. Okay, could that be a part of the position why you
No.
have no?
I'm never going away yet.
The scripture.
I analyze things, you know, so that's what I.
And
That's
the
why I try.
scripture show that. You think racism don't exist anymore, don't it?
You think I never said it? I have experience.
You think it's wrong to be racist? That's what you think. That's what we get from you.
My definition of racism and my understanding of racism is maybe a little different from how you define
No, but we're
it.
going to
Fair enough?
the true meaning of
Right,
the word.
'cause you gave a definition, and I
Which is the
respect
etymology,
the position that you came with. Because I'm not going to fight.
Which is the
I'm
etymology
telling
of the
you-
word.
And I respect that, but I'm telling you, my understanding of the typical racism, it is not of God. It should not be.
It is not of the church, well,
Remember, you know, it's two different definitions. I tell you now what I came to
No, but-
understand.
okay,
Cool, cool. We're going to be liberal.
The
in our-
general
We're going to be
racist
liberal and make you accept.
theory,
Well, I know.
race
We
one
do what you
don't
want
like
us to do.
another
We're going to be liberal.
Yeah.
And we can keep your point and we'll keep our point. Time will tell, right?
Yeah, man.
Alright, go back to the precept.
Religious liberty.
Alright, so Revelation 13 and verse 9. Right? It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. Right? It said, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
That's right.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Right?
That is actually a prophecy. And guess what? Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So the saints, they actually wait on that.
Hey, that means that you're not a saint according to the Bible.
Because
You're not
you know,
responsible
on that.
for
Yeah,
your
because you
so-called
basically in lovey-dovey with the so-called enemy. With the enemy, we put our people in bondage. seen and slaughter our people for how much years. Until now, them still slaughter our people, but you in love with it. But you love it, David. You love it.
You're straight of a so-called white man.
Exactly.
You're straight of a so-called white man. And then because of this, the Bible says, never trust thine enemy. For though I am
I can't believe you.
Hold on, you're still in the psychology, doesn't it? You know Stockholm Syndrome? When you're still in the psychology, you know
Explain Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome is when you come to bond with your captor and love him more than yourself.
Yeah.
You know what? In simple terms,
I am one of them. I am one of
house
them.
nigga.
Based on your reaction.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson in the jungle. Yeah, Samuel Jackson Django and shit.
This is Colossians 3 verse 25. But he that doth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done. For he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong that he hath do it. You believe that?
We receive for the wrong what do you know?
Right.
Yeah,
Now we
man,
sin
if you
against
find
the
it
Lord.
wrong. Yeah, man.
So what's slavery wrong?
That
What's
must be the
slavery wrong?
penalty.
What's slavery wrong? What's slavery wrong?
Of course, everyone.
So should the white man receive judgment for it?
Oh my
Them
God, he
yes.
can't answer.
So that we have said?
Yes, but what is judgment? What
Slavery,
is your
according to the Most High judgment, hold on. According to the Most High,
It is an exact reflection of what occurred
double,
before.
hold on, double,
No,
hold
I
on.
cannot hold that position.
The Bible says about the Bible says about
My
them
God
double.
is love, you know.
The Bible, we have to speak from the Bible. The Bible says we're going to give them double and to them, to what them do to it. So if we serve 500 years based on slavery, they might get 1,000 years. Right? Them bash our baby head, we're going to bash back to them baby head. It's like I'm 1,000 years, I'm double.
Read it.
Right?
It's Isaiah 60 and 14. Yeah. Isaiah 60 and 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee
Right.
shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow down themselves to the soles of thy feet.
Right.
And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
How we are going to do that if them are going to love me? How we are going to love them?
Fair enough. Sir, I'm not accepting it. I'm fair enough as a
No, you can't accept the Bible.
So
because
let me ask
it's not
you.
wicked.
And let's jump forward
You're
and
probably a cracker.
what was the worst
Yeah.
thing that happened to you in the racism you experienced?
No, nothing
In
to do.
other
It doesn't
geographic
matter the
positions?
personal, because you look, this, you know the problem? You're looking at this as a personal thing.
Exactly.
It's about nations. It's about the prophecies
I
of the
guess
Lord.
it is personal. We'll take it
Come to
personal.
pass.
And we have to take it personal.
Okay, so couldn't what you experienced have impacted you being drawn to the movement?
So I'm to him, I'm to we.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm
We're
to we.
not going to.
We're not going away.
What do you think is the
Oh, we can't deal with it different.
in another life, in a time of slavery, they go through things. And yes, they will get recompensed for that. It's not a personal thing. You don't hold on to this doctrine because of your personal feelings.
Yeah.
So you don't interact positively
it's
with
because you know
a
that
white
this is
man or
truth.
so. Say if you're going somewhere and you see the baby die like somewhere, so you would try and help the baby.
The Bible says Ezekiel 9 says you slay utter, hold on. Slay utterly all fun Ezekiel 9. Rush, hold on. You're being school today, hold on. Listen. You see, me share something. You see, if I come up here and realize what I'm
You realize I'm saying
well, I
scary,
know.
right?
Alright.
But the Bible we are teaching up to the old.
That's why I say we believe in a religious liberty. Now, there are other persons who would be very intolerant and say, foolishness, lock up them man here. But it's because my mind is so...
So if there should
Nobody
be
care what
religious
your mind-
liberty, why would there be a judgment?
You know-
Why God have got judge some
yeah,
people?
that's
If
true.
God
That's a
give
good
liberty,
question.
do the damn thing when they want.
That's a good
Why am I gonna
question.
Why the
judge some
judgment?
people?
Yeah.
Why is there a difference between a
Who
sinner?
says I don't believe in judgment?
But you believe a liberty,
He's a confused nigga. Guys, if you believe that there's
But you
judgment,
pay the
why would you believe?
consequences of your position.
So why do you believe in religious liberty then?
Yes.
Why do you not believe that the people
Freedom
are
of
wrong?
choice, free will.
democracy is hypocrisy,
free
brother.
will.
You know one thing
You
we
have a
say from
choice.
Evelyn?
I can choose. You can choose
Okay,
what to say to me.
You know one thing we always
you can
say in
choose
our
to do that.
argument. One thing we always say in
Yeah.
our argument from Evelyn. You believe.
Yes.
And you feel because it's
My belief based on my interpretation.
And who's my interpretation?
My interpretation of the Bible. Just like your interpretation of what is stated.
Bible interprets itself.
Eh?
You know the
Bible
scripture.
interprets
Hold on.
You know the scripture says?
So the Bible,
Oh, yeah.
the Bible is a walking being.
Yes, it is.
That
Bible
says X,
interprets
Y,
Oh,
Z.
yes, it is.
You draw inference from the words. That's a common sensical position.
The
words
scriptures
don't
have
just
no
come out and
private
say it's why I said. Why you believe you have different denominations and different
That's the problem.
religious sects?
So white man set it up.
Everybody saying they
Because
are
said
the
what?
right
Well, I
one.
know. Because nonsense, nonsense. The reason you have so much religion, brother, because so-called white man set it up
Think
that
about
way.
your words later.
Right?
The Bible determines
When
it.
they beg,
But you don't believe that
think
God created
about your
good
word.
and evil.
No,
And the Lord created good and evil.
Yeah, but me already
This
said
is
that
Proverbs
no, evil was at the beginning.
23 and verse 9. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words.
I'm respecting the position, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, you see the light down here, so? The light down here, so, right? Me might be down with the bus there. Which means that the light are shine right upon me. Whilst you there, more in the darkness. But me can't right off you because one day you have the possibility of getting closer to the light. Whilst you now looking at me the opposite way, which me respect your position. I'm just giving an analogy. You say you may be thinking the same thing about me.
Man, stand behind the point, no?
Personally, I feel so.
Okay, cool. That's your opinion. Acts 7 verse 51.
I respect your
You
rights.
stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears. You do always resist the Holy Ghost as your fathers did, so do ye.
Just like the scares and Pharisee, you don't want them, you know. We say kill him. Leg up Barnabas and kill Barabbas and kill him Rasi. You don't want them.
I actually think the opposite.
No man.
That's what you think. It don't really matter.
You can't think someone blew him but just walk past. It doesn't give a fuck. Because it's not according to the scriptures. But what if somebody did not believe?
Give us a trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own
Time will
understanding.
tell still.
And all you there from evil is your own understanding.
I will bring up Bible.
I know you not pull up Bible
That's
verse
my
to go back to your
personal
point.
position.
To who? We are
I
going
mean,
to
say what?
What's the name of the Lord?
Huh?
What's the name of the Lord?
Come on, you tell me now.
Are we like darkness, brother? Brother, shed your light. Are we like darkness?
Don't be mean, shed some light. What is the name of the Father?
You tell me.
Hey, yeah, you think celebrity now, no?
I pray to the Father.
I pray for you.
Jesus Christ.
What does the name Jesus mean?
Messiah.
I beg you, find Jesus in this Bible.
Okay, alright.
You mean Messiah? You just don't mean Messiah, brother.
You see that?
You know
don't
the
know who you call
You're
upon.
unlearned.
What the word Messiah mean?
Tell me now.
Are we in darkness? Are you in the light?
I'm listening to you guys.
All right.
I'm
Let me
listening
start
to
with
you.
you. Yeah. You see the people what they hear and all wonder what really ammo. Alone they can see basically what ammo. Is a man basically the most I put a stumbling block in front of and basically he's not get the truth. The truth is not for everybody. It's a elect, a third, 144,000 men and 2,000 will get put to death. Straight and simple. When the man you call Christ, which the word is Messiah, hold on.
Which is saying I'm well studied.
And yes, sir.
So I just listen to everything.
You think you're well studied? You hear this? It's a study that Seventh-day Adventists think them are the most intelligent Christian out there. And really they don't know nothing. Right?
Generalization.
Huh? That teaches the Ellen G. White.
Something's wrong with that?
You know that Ellen G. White teaches that black people are amalgamated.
And she's a woman.
Well, a white man.
I hear them as two man.
Believe that?
Answer one. Yeah.
Did you believe that? You should know that.
I don't believe in everything that is written by Ellen G.
So
White.
why the hell you believe some of them?
Just like how when somebody in one person,
Name one female prophet.
in one person, sometimes you speak good, sometimes you speak
Name one female prophet. And tell me one prophet where Ellen G. White said come to pass.
You tell me.
Are you believe in Ellen G. White?
My issue is not about Ellen G. White, right?
About Seventh-day Adventists.
My issue is about trying to understand
every Seventh-day
views that you have,
every Seventh-day Adventist
which are so
After when I start on.
every Seventh-day Adventist person is dependent on what Ellen G. White. Yeah, but ask that. What is Sabbath?
You tell me.
How we tell you?
What is Sabbath?
Yeah, where are you going, brother? Where are you going?
You want
You see that now?
I like listening to it. So
You know the
listen,
problem
tell me.
is, you know that your doctrine of a lot of holes. So you know, say to expose it, see, you have to show everybody in front there say none.
And Temple and Martha.
You have to show say Martha and Temple and Martha.
What's so much talk? Let him read it first, then they can say that.
This is Genesis 2 verse 15. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die.
Who made the tree? Right? You're looking bad, yo. Guess what? I gotta look bad for you too.
Is it no?
Virgin, the same day church
No,
will be
yeah man, but I thought yeah man, but I'm saying I thought that would have been understood from a long time, for the clarity that the tree of good and evil doesn't dictate that it was created at that point. In terms of evil, it was created at that point, because
God made it.
Don't mistake that.
tree of good and evil. Yeah, but here's the reason.
The tree of good and evil is the tree of the knowledge.
Okay, so when, hold on, that's a simple question before that. Hold on,
What you're talking about is once God created God made evil.
Yeah,
I'm
question.
saying evil and good
When Adam and Eve
existed from the
sinned,
beginning.
what did God say?
If it exists from the beginning, who make it? You make it self? Would I use God?
Was always because there was a freedom of choice in the universe. Freedom
There
of
was
choice.
nothing.
You don't believe in freedom of
Boss
choice?
man, there was nothing
believe in
God
free
created.
will.
Go on.
So good and evil exists before God.
God is the force of good.
How where evil come from?
Where you come from? Where evil come from?
Evil existed.
From where?
Before God.
So evil created itself?
God is the force of good.
Where evil come from? Where it come from?
Evil was from the beginning, along with good. Because free will always existed.
No, before man exists, God exists.
I got
We
it.
create good and evil.
God made
God is the force of good.
that.
Yeah, but that's